This is Dr. Vaishali and reading from the book Spirit of Homeopathy, book written by Dr. Rajan Sankaran, Materia Medica section 4 and chapter number 41, Situational Materia Medica of some remedies. The remedy is stramonium, chases imaginary objects. Now we understand the meaning of this. Meaning means chase. Chase means drive away. Imaginary means not real or what exists only in the imagination. And object means material things or something one direct attention to. Now, interpretation of this rubric. To drive away imaginary things to which his attention is directed. Now we can understand by expression of the patient. Patient says, I keep getting this cold. I am determined to find the root cause and eliminate it. This has the two elements. The cold are troubling, means delusion injured his being, and wants to find out, means desire for light and fear of dark. Determined to chase and hunt. Root cause is imaginary object and want to eliminate means kill. Now other rubrics are height desire to, fear of bright object, sadness in sunshine, aversion to light, delusion objects fly from bright, fear of looking at glass, fear of being approached, fear of mirrors. This rubric indicate that whatever there is a fear of being exposed, there is a desire for darkness. They feel very vulnerable to attack. On the other hand, and when they have to find something or they want to expose something, bring it into the open, then they want light. This is a fear of unknown. For example, Europe is cut into two. One part buried and the one is alive. Parents separates. The child is cut into two, remaining with the one parent. One side alive, the other buried. Not to be mentioned. Now rubric chasing imaginary objects. Now philosophical and psychological devil pretended that all is well and happy. Each person choose his own Bible. The old Bible has crumbled and new Bible come up. Each group speaks a foreign language. Vulnerable to being exposed to injury, to hurt, to even look at themselves, they compensate with a psychotherapy. The feeling is of being alone in the wilderness, manic reaction, wild dancing, loud music, split personality, sensation of being double. Familiar things seem strange, feels forsaken. Violence when approached and provoked. Compensations is meditation, relaxation, yoga and spirituality. There is a subculture in Europe where several hundred people cling together in the broken down houses, wearing black, reacting violently and attempting to remove them. They react well to loud music, sit in the dark room with a flashes of rhythmic light, giving a scary, strange effect. They cling to the drug of their culture. People who feel split means alive one side and buried on the other side. They are split off from the society which they claim to be buried, and the other side of them is more than alive. The part which they have buried is their connection with society, the orthodox traditional side. The part which is alive or even more than alive is the one which is unorthodox and new and different. Means the rubric is delusion, everything is new. Now familiar things seems strange. This is the delusion rubric. They cannot form the balance and just split up in the alive and buried side. The most extreme form of this is probably a terrorist, where one side is totally buried and the other is terribly alive. Each person can chase what is his imaginary are the symbol of the society he is fighting against. So when they break the window of a bank, they are merely attacking an image and not a reality. Jumping out of the bed, suddenly jumping out of the one's resting place. This occurs due to a feeling of impending threat in the place of rest. In stramonium, the feeling is that the familiar bed and house become too oppressive and almost threatening to suffocate. And rubric is fear of suffocation. There is a claustrophobic feeling, and there is a fear of narrow places. And for second feeling that he does not alone, he does not belong there, and so the rubric is familiar things seems strange. He suddenly jumped out of his home, society, family, relationship, etc. He escaped only to find some other company, family, or the society.